we'll talk about Mograph again because it is the important and essential part of Cinema4D, and if you understand this well, you can create many complicated and very sophisticated elegant kind of effects. So let's dive into Mograph and click more text. More text is actually built-in 3D text system of Cinema4D which supports Mograph. So as you can see, you come to the object panel and here you can write text. For example, special. Okay, and this is our word, and from here you can change font. For example, we come here and choose this one. Okay, and then you can choose alignment as any other software, like we align it to the middle. Okay, and then you have height, which is actually the size. Okay, and you have depth, which is extrusion depth in z-axis. And then if you come here, I will increase the depth a little bit, like 100. Okay, and if I will increase subdivision, so you can see now it's increasing the segments of the text. Then you have horizontal spacing and vertical spacing. It is same as in any other application. Okay, and if you come here down, you can see adaptive, uniform, subdivided, natural. So what are these? These are actually the number of segments in your, if you come here and click natural, so you can see now it is divided into, for example, this subdivisions are applying in x-axis, and intermediate points are applying in y-axis. So if I will decrease, they are decreasing, and if I will increase, they are increasing. Okay, same way if you come here uniform, so you can see all the sizes between each segment is equal. Okay, and then you have adaptive. Adaptive is actually, it will calculate where it adaptive is a default, not default, the right word is smart system, which actually calculates where the segments are required. For example, more segments are required in a curve area, and 0 segments are required in straight line. Like if you do not need to subdivide your object, you do not need extra segments here. So it is smart system. So for example, if I will decrease the number of angle here, you can see it is adding the segments, and if I will increase the angle, it will start reducing the segments. And then you can see it is like no more smooth from here, so I need to bring it to default, which is 5 degree. Okay, then come to caps. Caps is actually a kind of extrusion. For example, like come here and add fillet, so now you can see it adds extrusion inside, and if you use fillet and cap, so it will extrude also and cap the object also. And you can increase the radius from here, and you can increase the number of steps also. And then we have end cap. End cap means same options we can apply on the back side also. And then you have fillet type. For example, if you want half circle, can come with this shape. If you choose one step, it shows this shape. To make it look more clear, let me apply it material, and ignore what I'm doing now, because this I will explain later in complete material sections. I don't want to mix it, I'm just making it plain color so that it is more clear. Anyways, so now if you come here and add 2 steps, okay, now you have 2 steps, and engraved means extrusion inside. Similar way, hole in words, for example, the letters which should have a hole inside can have hole. Okay, create single object is all become single object. Okay, and remaining you can ignore. Remaining are little have other options. Okay, now come how we will use it as a Mograph system. So same way, you can apply effectors directly to the text, more text. So for example, you write this text in the more text, so you can directly, not in the splines, like you can write here this way. We are using directly more text, so we can directly apply effectors to the text. So how we can apply directly is we select more text, we come to Mograph, effector, and plane effector. So now you instantly see it actually moves your text upward. So where it is applying to the letters. So you can see now the effector is applied to the letter. So we come back to our plane and we select, go to the parameter, first fall off. So now here you can see it is applying infinite, means it is applying all the scene together. So we want to apply it only in linear. So in linear we want to change the orientation to, so we want actually that our planar moves from x-axis in this direction, and then it affects this thing. So we come here and choose direction to x plus. So now you can see instantly it is applied. And we want it to be reversed, like this one. When we are coming from here, instead of it going up, it should come down. So we come here and x negative. So now you can see it's coming down. Okay, so if we are all the way on our negative axis, so you can see it is applied minus 100 100 completely. If I will increase the value, you can see it is all the way moving upward. Okay, and if I will come here, and now you can see now as soon as our plane effector crosses our text in space, you can see it start applying. Okay, so what it is doing is it is actually bringing our object to its default position, which is this one, the back letters. So this is our default position. So when a factor is applied, it moves all the object to the 150 centimeter above. So now we move our effector down, so we animate each and every letter individually. So they are coming back. So as see, you can see we are moving it and they are coming down, down, down. Okay, so when we cross our text completely, say that they are completely on their own default position, which is before 150 centimeter. Now if we want to give to effect, for example, we want to rotate it also. So you can see now if I will rotate from here, now it is applying rotation also. So before, after applying effector, it comes like this. So now we are moving the effector and it is applying the effect. Similar way, if we want to create effect that this text is not visible in the beginning, and as soon as we cross it, it starts appearing. So now you can see I'm crossing the text and it is appearing. So scale value -1, make the text disappear, letters disappear. So now you can see it is coming one by one. Okay, and if you want to give rotation in some other axis, you can apply like this, all weird kind of a rotation. So see, it's rotating now in all three axes. As you can see, there are a lot of other options as well, like color and weight transform, UV transform, modify, clone. these are a lot advanced features. Let's suppose this is our view, and I will come here and apply Mograph effector random. I apply random effector. Okay, and for example, I will hide my grid here because it's disturbing my vision. So I will come here to the filter and hide the grid. Now it is randomizing my effect on infinite values, like it is applying all the area infinitely. There is no bounding of a region, so I want to apply to infinite, and then I want it to be moving only in z-axis. So I will cancel x0, y0, and only z50. So I will come here and increase the value until it crosses my camera view. So for example, something like this. Okay, and then I will come here and add also a bit of a rotation, which is something like this. And then I will come here to my effector, and here you can see the strength. Let's set the camera view here. So now the strength of the effector is 100%. So I will reduce it down slowly and make it 0, so you can see we have this effect of a nice animation of a text. Okay, and in this way we can animate nice text, especially if you want to create some titles for movies or shows. And I will reduce the depth to 20, was too much. And also I want this to be fillet, but no steps. Okay, and should be 2. Okay, and then if we come here, and I will centralize my view, so you can see now somehow this is how you can animate. I will add the keyframe here in the beginning and come to the 50, add another keyframe. Forget about animation, adding keyframe, I will explain it later. I'm just showing you this is how you can create some kind of effects using Mograph effectors and the mode text. One more very important tip. Now let's cancel the animation and increase the strength 100%. So now if you come here and see my text here, and I will come back to the parameter. So now you can see if I will make them 0, I don't need rotation for now to explain this phenomena. If I will increase my z, so you can see that randomization, the texts are moving in randomly in z direction, but some are moving in positive z and some are moving in negative z. In some scenario, if you want all of them to be randomized but only in one direction, like in positive z or in negative z, in that scenario you will come back to the effector tab and you scroll down this min and max. Okay, so if you see that if I will decrease my maximum value and I will come here to reach 0, so now I come back to my parameter and I make this 0 again. So now you can see if I will increase my values, they are already moving only in z axis, z positive, sorry, this is z negative, this is z positive. Yeah, so they all are moving only in z negative axis. Okay, and in the same way, if I want them to be moved only in backward direction, so I will come here and my minimum value I will keep it to 0. So in this way you can force your objects to be moved only in one direction of the axis, either positive or negative.